Hi guys, this is week 2, I guess, of the goal to make a song in 2020. Was meant to be released on Sunday, completely forgot that it was Easter this weekend, or the weekend that's been, so I didn't have as much time as I planned due to our family having Easter scheduled holiday. So apologies for that. So I did a little bit of thinking last week. Here's a clip of, I think, from Wednesday. Just a thought. So it's G, E minor, A minor, D7. I think it's D7 or is it D minor 7? Whatever that one is. Off guard. Next thing I knew I was spending my days locked in a room, no more than just a few feet away. What happened to my life? It went up in flames. Not complaining, 'cause I know that it's for the best of you. That put in the work. At least I know my own worth. And just give me a dime, give me a little peace of mind and some time to ponder. I'm stewing all the way, get ready to shine. Gonna buff out the cracks, smooth the edges over, and come racing off the tracks. I'm gonna come roaring out the gates. No time for your dear old me. I wish you could see tomorrow's gonna be so bright. What you're going through right now, it's just another cloud. The sun shines only slightly out of sight, but it's still there. Got a nice shine going on. So that was where I finished off on Wednesday. I did quite a bit of thinking, and actually just kind of let myself not have any limitations worth of time. It's been really helpful, even though I've only done one video, but the whole idea of doing a video each week has actually kept me a lot more accountable. So that's been really helpful. So if you guys are wanting to do that, I would totally recommend doing that. In my mind, it doesn't really matter who sees this. If I help one person, awesome. If no one sees this, at least it means that I'm going to be more accountable to get to my goal at the end of the year. So with that in mind, I actually ended up having a bit of a chill second half of last week. I didn't really commit to writing every day, even though, because I didn't commit to writing every day, I felt like I got more inspiration, so I did. After doing a bit of just chilling and listening to videos and watching a movie, which I haven't done in a while, I started to realize that I could take inspiration from these things. Obviously, there's a point where if you watch too much of that stuff, you're not really going to find those little things that might, spark some inspiration. But if you do it every now and then. It's actually really good to kind of widen your perspective and your thinking. So I was listening to someone talk about something, and I can't remember what the topic was, and they said disconnected, and for some reason I had to stop the video right there, and I wrote down disconnected, and then for some bizarre reason a melody came into my head. Not even the chords, which is usually what happens first. I start with chords, but like an idea. So I'll play a little bit, because to be honest, I don't know whether it's good or not. So it starts, and it kind of sounds like rain. It's got nothing to do with disconnected, but it sounds like rain. It goes up. That's roughly it. That's pretty much all I've got. I had a few other variations, but that's roughly it. So I was like, whoa, okay, that doesn't sound too bad. But obviously, me being me, and all of us being human, I'm like, that's too simple. That's too simple. And the one thing that I have to bear in mind is that sometimes I love simplistic songs. And that you can have a really simple bass line or a really simple melody, but you just have to add texture onto that. So I'm going to try and see if I can do something with that. I don't think disconnected is going to be the word that works with that kind of rhythm, or that kind of just vibe in general. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm conscious that this is like the first step of a gazillion steps that I have got to get through this year to get this done. One being, I know absolutely nothing. I've tried to learn, but to be honest, I feel really overwhelmed. I have no clue where to start in terms of production. So like the software to use, what equipment I need. I've got a guitar, I've got a really old keyboard, I've got a microphone, and I've got a laptop that's got barely any space left on the drive. So who knows if that's all I need? No clue. I don't really want to spend $1,000. If I have to, I have to, but I don't really want to spend $1,000 on equipment. If anyone's got any recommendations for that would be awesome. So that's where I'm at the moment. I also did a bit of writing, as I said. I don't think it's really connected to that sound, but again, I feel like when you listen to music without words, you could interpret in so many different ways, so I'm not sure at the moment. And also, that's just one instrument. I like rhythm. I want to add some sort of beat to it and a bass line, and I know nothing about bass line, so that's probably the next thing that I want to learn. But apart from that, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Share, comment where you're at. If you're following along, let me know. And if you've got any hints for the production or software to use, that's probably going to be something that I'm going to want to start doing at least in May, because I feel like that's going to take the most time. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're liking this video and liking this content. Otherwise, leave me a comment, let me know if there's anything you want me to change in the way I'm doing this. And yeah, have a good day, guys. Make sure you smile. It's really tough at the moment, but it looks like the world is starting to slow down the spread of the virus, which is awesome. But obviously we have to all stay away from each other at the moment until we know that it won't be able to spread again. So stay safe, stay sane, and keep smiling. See you guys.